Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into Divorce Sisters. Let's go. So this is Tiffany in Geneva. Tiffany is divorced with a child in college. Geneva is a lawyer and she's married, and she's talking about Tiffany getting back out there and start dating some more, right? And this whole 5 sister group, whatever, they are tight sisters, but they all have little relationships with other sisters in the group that others don't know about. And we'll talk about it as we go. This is Rashida and Bridget. Rashida is the first lady and Bridget is a worker at the church. And of course, Rashida is married to the preacher, right? And she just is convicted. Like, Rashida is upset. Look at her face right here. Like, she just gets upset because she don't know what's going on in her marriage. It's something happening and she does not know. She follows him outside as he's getting ready to leave to tell him that she doesn't like how he, puts her down in front of the staff. And then his right-hand man comes out and said they have to go. She finds it odd that the guy don't even listen to her anymore. And then he leaves. Baby, this is Naomi. This is the worst acting in the whole show. But I get it. I see the vision. So she has a divorce. Her husband has left her for a white woman. She got about a $37 million settlement, but that's not enough. She is hurt, right? So she's keeping him in court for all different little things, like things on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Or a parking space. It's ridiculous, but she's hurt. So she showed up to Geneva's house to tell Geneva she wants to do a new lawsuit. Geneva's like, you already have a great settlement. She says, not about that. And then she fires Geneva, but not really, but she does. And then they go on in the house. Now, Bridget has a deadbeat boyfriend who does not work. He's gotten fired from this job, the 4th job that she's helped him get. But she and Tiffany are tight. So she's kind of telling Tiffany some stuff that the first lady told her not to tell. And she's trying to figure some other stuff out. Now, the first lady over here, Rashida's trying to figure out how to uninvite Naomi because she doesn't know for sure if Franklin is not coming, but more than likely he will because he has the money that her husband needs to build his new church. So while they sitting there, Anika, Geneva's baby, is playing with her dolls, and she said, damn, you're fine. She's like, that's not good language for a 5-year-old. Like, where'd you hear that from? Daddy. He told that to the pretty lady. Oh my God. So now she questioned the baby like she on the witness stand. Thank God the nanny came to get her for lunch, right? But we did find out that she is talking about one of her friend's mom that's the pretty lady. So Geneva is on point now. This is utterly ridiculous. I hated this whole scene. But what was going on was she now is hiring men to have bang bang with, right? But he came in, he was so disrespectful. Like, how did you get this? Like, whose house is this? Is this your house? She was trying to get him to come in. And then he finally came in. And then she said some more stuff and they got started on the couch. But then she took him upstairs and rode him into the sunset, child. And after that was over, because he was over there about to choke and lose his breath, she was over there trying to, she got blocked from, I guess, her ex-husband's wife or girlfriend. So he breaks into it. He was like, this is what I do. And she was talking to him so crazy. He was like, you better stop doing that because I'm one of the nice ones, basically. Then she pulled out a pum-pum. She told him to get out. He said, do it. So I can see him coming back. These two are tight. These two are sharing information, but she's not so quick to let loose of Geneva's information to Bridget, right? But Bridget is letting loose a little information about Rashida, but she's real tight-lipped about that. So it's friendships within friendships. So the teacher told her to come to the PTA meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, but Geneva said, no, we got to handle this tonight. So she goes up to the school when everybody gone. The custodian lets her in and lets her in the classroom. She talking about she looking for her baby's teddy bear. She finds the picture of her daughter and then sees the picture of her daughter's friend, finds out the last name, and eventually finds out what the child's mother and father does. And then tells me, oh, I think I left the teddy bear in the car. Okay. Then this scrumpet come over here to tell Rashida that she been calling her 10 times. She done called Rashida 10 times because she feels guilty for sleeping with Rashida's husband, the pastor, on Thursdays after choir practice at 9:30, right? She seems to be devastated, but she's listening and she's telling her all the things that we're doing and how it started and what she is made to do, right? Then we get on into the second episode. And so Rashida said, well, let's go in here. She was scared because she didn't want to run into the pastor. So she was like, so where was it? She was like, on the desk. And she kept going, and the girl was like, I don't feel comfortable in here. So Rashida reads her a scripture from Psalm 37. And the girl quickly understood what was going on. So then she said she'll get a lawyer. Rashida was like, well, why don't you get the police if my husband did what you said he did, right? Then she pulls up the cameras, 4 in this office, 4 in her office, along with audio, and we can see everything. Now, if Tyler Perry had only made it where you could see Rashida and the Scrumpet standing in the office, it's the little details for me. So she got mad and she quickly left the office. So this story right here is over for her. Child, and this man comes to see Geneva. This is Javon. Apparently, Javon and Geneva had a thing going on 6 years where they were cheating on the spouses with each other, and they said they wanted to be together. So Javon, 6 years later, has divorced his wife. He's back for Geneva. Geneva can't right now, right? She don't know if her husband is cheating on her. She knows that she has cheated on her husband, and she was like, I just can't deal with this right now. It's good to see you, but you gotta go. So Tiffany has come to check on Naomi. Naomi has heard everything outside on her Ring camera. She heard Tiffany talking to Rashida, talking about going to see Geneva, because Geneva got some stuff going on. But she is really here to check the temperature to see what she's about to do. In the going back and forth, Naomi has clocked Tiffany's tea and realizes that Tiffany is still on her husband. That's why she's not dating in 3 years, right? And then 3 people come in to get her ready for the benefit tonight, and Tiffany realizes that Naomi is gone. So this is going to be a problem. So William has come home. He can barely get a kiss out of his wife. She's in her head about the pretty lady, and he's trying to figure out what has he done wrong, and are you flaking on me on this Italy trip? She said no, but you need to go get ready so I can get ready. He wants to get ready together. She was like, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Then the pastor and the first lady in the bedroom fussing and fighting. The kids come in talking about how y'all just sit here and tell people in the church how to communicate. Then y'all get home and you can't communicate. So you faking for the people in the church. They was like, look, when y'all leaving? Child, so William is calling for Geneva to come downstairs. Honey, when she gets downstairs, Javon is in the living room in a tux. He is riding to the benefit with them. Look at her face. She don't know what to do. So then her husband says, let me introduce you to my daughter. He goes upstairs and he gets the baby. After Javon meets the baby and realizes that the baby's name is the name that these two had decided to give their daughter if they had one, then he's asking her, how old is the baby? Is the baby my baby? She is sick because it could be. Now they in the car riding to the benefit. It comes out they not even having bang bang. Like he had told her that he loved, well, he didn't say I love you, he didn't say the words, but he said, I tell you that every Sunday in the pulpit. She was like, that's performative. You want to tell her that once a week? Why we not having bang bang? Now Naomi's sitting up here ready to go. Sharp as a tack, right? Not so fast, honey. Her husband has the police, his lawyer, the SWAT team to come get pictures, jewelry, cars, and everything from her because she hasn't turned that over to him. So in her beautiful gown with her beautiful hair, her beautiful face, she outside getting her rings taken, her watch taken, earrings. She threw them in the street. Child, they said we got a metal detector. So while 3 the hard way on their way to the benefit, William is telling Javon about Tiffany. Tiffany is her friend that does not know that her and Javon had an affair. Absolutely not. Then they all get in a room together and they call Naomi. Naomi says she's not coming because her hair, her dress is a mess. So they have a little sigh of relief. But it's a lot of stuff going on right now with these 4 women. He's being so weird, right? He wants Tiffany and Javon to sit next to each other. Child, they over here laughing and talking, and Geneva is devastated. I feel like the pastor's right-hand man likes the pastor, and it may be the pastor likes the right-hand man. The reason that Rashida and him are not having bang-bang. But we gonna get into that. So she's having a panic attack because Tiffany and Javon are sitting next to each other, and now she's told Rashida what's really going on. Franklin and his wife showed up, and Naomi showed up. Bye, y'all.